What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm gonna be doing a video on why you need alpacas and llamas for your homestead. How's it going, you guys? My name is Matthew here from Sovereign Sustainability, and today I'm talking to you about why you need alpacas and llamas for your homestead. I'm going to start with each one, and then I'll put combined reasons for why both llamas and alpacas are good for your homestead. Let's start with llamas. First of all, that right there is Pele. She's a llama. He is a alpaca. That's her son. Juarizo is another term for a half llama, half alpaca. Let's talk about why you need llamas for your homestead. Llamas, you'll get to see her when she stands up. Llama's stature is bigger than an alpaca. If you look at the bone structure of an alpaca versus a llama almost looks like a horse in stature. Now, they're obviously smaller than horses, but they've got a similar type of like bone structure, the way their back is to their legs, the length of their neck, all that kind of stuff. Essentially, their legs are longer, their body's up a little bit higher. Alpacas are kind of more short and stout, and overall, they're just more body weight. Llamas are going to be great pack animals. You can go take them up a mountain, you can go shoot an elk, and you can go pack out an elk with llamas. This llama right here, she could definitely carry out one of the quarters of an elk. She's a big old llama girl. Ideally, you want a male llama. Male llama are going to have more weight to them, more strength, more testosterone, I'm pretty sure. Maybe there's a different llama hormone than testosterone, but they're going to be, similar to how a human male is typically stronger than a human female. Female llama, she's going to be able to carry a good amount of weight, but a male llama can carry even more. So ideally, if you're going to be packing, it's good to have a male llama. Obviously, the female llamas are going to be able to have babies, though, so you can produce more llamas with them. First reason why you need a llama is for packing, and they can pack out a lot of weight. If I bring 4 llamas with me, I can shoot an elk, and I can pack the whole thing out with all 4 of them. The second one is for protection. When my wife was pregnant with our second son, we had a home birth, and that morning we got up at 6 a.m. I went downstairs, we were all sitting on the couch with our midwife. I look out the window, and our llamas and our alpacas are all in the same place. It looks like the Red Sea is parting. All of my chickens and ducks are all flocking across the coop area, and it just looks like this crazy bird migration. As that's happening, Pele right here is casually walking over the opposite direction, and she gets over to the fence. She pokes her head over, and there's a coyote right there. The coyote sniffs her, and she spits in its face, and it runs off. Llamas have the protection instinct. They will protect your animals from predators. Having a llama on your farm is a super smart choice. Llamas for packing and protecting. Let's talk about alpacas. So you need alpacas on your homestead for multiple reasons. The first one is their fiber is amazing. It is not only super weather resistant, but it's also got a lot more microns in it than even sometimes it has more microns than cashmere wool. So it's some of the most valuable fiber that there is out on the market. So it's very dyeable. If you have white fiber, kind of like this gal right here, you can dye it different colors. You can crochet it. You can knit it. You can do what you want to do. You can make hats. You can make ponchos, whatever you want to make. So it's phenomenal fiber. It's highly valuable, more valuable than the llama fiber, and it's extremely weather resistant and highly comfortable. Now, let's talk about some of the reasons why both of them are super important to have. Alpacas and llamas do have some qualities that are similar. We're gonna get them back with a little bit of grain. So we feed our alpacas and llamas a little bit of oats, and then they've got an alpaca supplement, so we alternate it. Alpacas and llamas both have qualities, so we're going to combine them, qualities that they both have and why you should have them. So obviously we talked about the fiber. Both alpacas and llamas are going to produce fiber. Typically the alpaca fiber is worth more. However, I love Pele's fiber here. In fact, it's probably my favorite of the bunch. I'm excited to see what her son, who's the Juarizo or alpaca, I'm excited to see what his turns out to be. Typically, the alpaca fiber is going to be worth more You have both Surrey and Hokkaido fiber, and they're a little bit different. And then, of course, every animal is going to be a little bit different. Typically, though, alpaca fiber is worth more. Another reason why both of them are great animals to have, they're very low maintenance. They do not eat a lot. So I put two 950-pound bales of hay in here, and they have lasted us for like 5-6 months. I literally put that hay in here, and they're still eating it like 2 quarters later. So they don't eat a lot. You know, the full-size alpacas and llamas, they might eat 1 to 2 pounds of food a day. So very low maintenance, low cost animals. Another reason, now if I have an area that I need to clear, kind of like how you get goats to clear an area because of like brush and different, you know, plants and things that, yeah, you'd rather not weed whack, these guys will also eat those too. A lot of the other shrubs and things out there that aren't regular grass are typically going to be better for like a supplement for them, and they know what to eat and what not to eat and what quantities. Still hay feed them, but when we have them out here, they'll clear an area and they'll slowly start eating all these different shrubs and herbs and things. And I even see them in the winters eating some pine because they're trying to get some extra supplementation from other plants and things. So yeah, low maintenance, really easy to take care of food wise. Another one is they're not very dangerous. So whenever you're getting animals on a homestead, danger is an important factor to think about, especially if you want to be able to move like a professional athlete for the rest of your life. If you've got children, if you've got a wife, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's important to have animals that aren't super dangerous. These animals are extremely safe to be around. Obviously, if you have a really wily male, they can kick you, they can spit on you. Llamas are more known to spit on you than alpacas. We've never been spit on as like a defense mechanism. The only time we ever get spit on is when I feed them food like this and they're kind of squabbing over it and they're trying to spit at another one and they accidentally spit on me. That's the only time I've ever been spit on. Pele has never spit at us. She's our llama. I've only seen her spit at predators and then spit at them when they're fighting over supplement like this. So yeah, they're great, easy to take care of. They're not very dangerous. So that's another perk to having them. Another one is they're easily trainable. It's not very hard to get a halter on one of these guys, and it's not very hard to get a harness on one of these guys as well. Whereas if you're trying to like halter a cow who's 2,000 pounds, that can be a nightmare to do, especially if they're not trained. Obviously, you can train them up as a calf, which you should do. And we have these little crias right here. We're obviously trying to get them familiar with us. And this Juarizo right here, we're going to be training him to do some packing. He's going to be probably our biggest creature here, biggest camelid. We'll be doing some training with him with a harness and all that. All right, so another one I want to talk about too. Their manure is phenomenal. If you talk to people who do gardens and they also have animals, some animals' manure is going to be what they consider hot, meaning that if it's fresh, you know, and it hasn't seasoned, if you put it on your garden, it could likely kill your vegetables and stuff, I believe because of the acidity. And it's just like if you put too much fertilizer on something, it can kill your plants. They call that burning your plants. So similar thing. Some animals like cows and horses, chickens, I think are in that as well. Their manure, if you put it directly on the plants, it can be too strong. You need to let it season. So typically for our cows and our other animals, we'll put it in a spot, you know, we'll have a tractor move it or we'll shovel it out and we let it sit over a season and then we'll use it the next year and then it's phenomenal. But it has to sit is the problem. Alpacas and the llamas here, we can put their manure straight on our garden and it is phenomenal. So that's another benefit. One more too is cleaning up the manure. Their manure, they typically go potty all in one area. So whereas our cows, there's cow poop everywhere, you'll notice that all of their poop is in one area. So it's gonna be really easy to clean it out. They have a couple spots where they all go in one spot. It makes it easier to concentrate that in one area. Most other animals don't do that. They just kind of go poop wherever they want. So it's spread out everywhere. So unless you put them in an area where you want to drop manure, you're gonna have to clean all over the place. These guys, it's all in one spot, really easy for somebody to shovel it out or a tractor to move it out. And they don't poop a lot. It's not like we have cows, we've had horses in the past. Whenever we had to clear out that manure, it was a multi-hour job with a tractor. And if you did it by shovel, it's like a 2-day job. With these guys, we could shovel this out easy. Or if we don't want to, we can put up a post on Craigslist and sell it for $5 to $15 a tote or a box. And people will come by the flocks up here to come get this. So it's a great resource as well for trading because people need it for their gardens. So yeah, those are a lot of the reasons why you need an alpaca and a llama, or ideally male and female of both, so you can grow your flock. One more thing I'll mention too is they're also pretty temperature hardy. So I have seen alpacas and llamas in both cold territories like this, obviously cold hardy, designed to have long fiber to protect them from the elements. But on top of that, I've also been to areas like Arizona near Sedona and saw an alpaca farm there, and it gets blazing hot there. So if they're having alpacas and llamas out there, probably pretty heat resistant as well. I know for sure they're definitely cold resistant. So other than that, they don't get sick too often. There's not too many things you have to worry about sickness wise. They do have certain vaccines and things. We also supplement them just to protect during the cold. If it gets really cold, you know, if they get injured and they're old and they're cold at the same time, all those things could compound and it could lead to one of them passing away. So we supplement them just so they're a little bit stronger, a little bit healthier, pass on better milk to the children. So yeah, overall, I think alpacas and llamas are two of the best homesteading animals that there are out there. The only other one that I would put maybe above that are chickens, simply because they're really easy to take care of and they provide some of the best food on the planet. But my second pick, maybe possibly my first pick, is alpacas and llamas. Comment below if you agree or disagree that you think that you should get an alpaca or a llama for your homestead. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Let me know if you have any questions about alpacas, llamas, types of alpacas, llamas, fiber, etc. I've also got a video too where we're trimming their hooves, so you can take a look at that. Overall, easy animals, and they provide a lot. Oh, and lastly, in a pinch, they are edible, obviously. You can butcher them and eat them. Sorry, guys. But, you know, we don't butcher here. We're a no butcher farm. So these guys are family friends. Our kids are raised around them. We build relationships with our animals. I just don't think it's very natural. I like to hunt. I think hunting is more natural. Hunting and foraging, I think, are the two most natural things. When we're thinking about homesteading for us, we're harvesting the fiber, the eggs, the honey from the bees, the manure from the animals. So we want byproducts so these animals can live a good and healthy life. And I believe that that vibration, positivity, you know, that's going to transcend everywhere here in this environment. So with everything we're trying to do, we're trying to honor God. So God is good. Blessed to have these alpacas and llamas. Pele right here is getting a kick out of this video right now. She doesn't know what I'm doing, but go get yourself some alpacas and llamas. God bless.